Hey guys, thank you for joining. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mahendra, Salesforce Technical Architect, and today I'm going to talk about key capabilities of Salesforce Data Cloud. So let's get started. So first one is real-time data ingestion. So you can bring in data into Data Cloud from different sources such as your CRM system, your ERP system, maybe your e-commerce website. Maybe you can bring in data from your file storage system such as Amazon S3. So let me show you how actually you can do it. So here you can go to Data Cloud app from App Launcher, and then you can go to Data Stream. So here you can click on the new button, and here I'll basically show you the standard connectors which are available to do the real-time data ingestion into Data Cloud. So you can bring in data from Salesforce CRM, Amazon S3. You can upload a file as well. You can bring in data from Facebook, maybe from Instagram, maybe from LinkedIn or your Gmail. So all the standard connectors are available, and you can go on and explore those. And these are really helpful, bringing in data from all these sources. So here, for example, I have created this data stream to bring in contact data from my Salesforce CRM, and this I'm bringing in data from two more files from Amazon S3. So I have created a separate stream for them. And when you create this data stream and when the data is ingested into Data Cloud, it creates the data lake object with the same name. So you can see for my data stream contact home, I have a data lake object called contact home available. So this is how you do real-time data ingestion into your Data Cloud, and we also saw the standard connectors which are available. Next is harmonization. So before we understand harmonization, when you onboard Data Cloud, you get some standard data model objects such as individual, product, engagement, order, devices, or many more. And if this data model objects, the standard data model objects are not helpful in in storing your data, maybe you can create your own custom data model objects and map those with your external or your source systems. So for example, in the individual data object, you mainly store your customer information, maybe their first name, last name, right? So let's understand the process of harmonization. So once you have created this data stream in your Data Cloud, so next thing is you need to do data mapping. So let me explain with you a simple example. So let's say you want to bring in data from three different sources. One is Sales Cloud, second one is ERP, and the third one is e-commerce, right? And you want to bring in first name of your customer, right? So in Sales Cloud, all we know, we store first name into field called first name on contact, right? So in ERP system, let's say the name of the field is app name, and in your e-commerce system, for example, let's say the name of the field is name first. So you need to map all these fields, all these three different fields to a single field called first name, which is there on the individual object, right? So this is what is called as data mapping. Next thing you do is you do data transformation. So for example, you have date fields in your source systems, and in your Sales Cloud, let's say you are storing the date in DD, MM, YY formats, right? Maybe in ERP you are storing the dates in different format, and in your e-commerce system in different formats. So you need to make sure that you do data transformation and you have a single or consistent formats of data in your Data Cloud. And for example, you can do the similar activity for phone numbers as well. Next process you do is normalization. So, for example, you are storing gender as M, let's say in your ERP system, and maybe male in your e-commerce system. So you need to make sure you do the normalization and you have a single value for a particular gender in your Data Cloud, a Data Cloud object. Next is you do schema alignment. So mainly you make sure that your Birth date field, for example, is a date field. Email field, for example, is a text field. So, you ensure your source data structure, matches with the target schema, target schema, right? So this is all, is called as harmonization, and it's very, very important. So the next capability is identity resolution and unification of customer profile. So let me continue with the same example, and let's say you did the harmonization, and you were able to bring all this data from all these different sources into your individual data model object. So in your data model object, you will be see you will be able to see single row per system. So for example, let's say in your CRM source, there is a customer called Mahendra Shamdasani, and his email is this. So you in your individual object in data cloud, you will have one row for CRM, one row for ERP, and one row for e-commerce. So you will have total three rows. So what you need to do is you need to, create a, you need to do the identity resolution. So maybe you can say, for example, you can create a matching rule. Let's say when the first name, last name, and email matches, let's merge this, customers into one single customer. So in your unified individual object, you will be able to see only one row per customer, based on your matching rule. So how it helps is it gives you the uh, unified customer profile. You will have a 360-degree view of your customer, and this data is also called as a golden source data. So against this single customer, again you can map other things such as what all products this guy has purchased, what all orders this guy has made, how many orders he has abandoned before making the purchases, how this guy has interacted with the ads or the email marketing, right? So you get the unified view of your customer, and this is also called as 360-degree view of your customer. So this this process is called as identity resolution and unification of customer profiles, and it really helps in creating the calculated insights. So as part of calculated insights, you what you do is if you want to know the lifetime value of a particular customer, so you can create a calculated insight for that. If you want to know the total orders made by a particular customer, so again you can do that. And this calculated insights really help in creating the segmentation, in doing the segmentation and activation of the segments. So let's understand what segmentation is, and how and why you actually do the segmentation and activation. So here in this, this is the example segments I have tried to come up with to help you understand what exactly segmentation means. So it mainly means grouping the customers into buckets, right? So for example, I can create a simple formula on my data cloud data. For example, if the lifetime value is greater than $5,000 and the purchase count is greater than 10, so I'll name this segment as high value customers. I can create another segment, for example, like there is a subscriber, who has not logged in since last 30 days, and this subscriber is a premium subscriber. So there's a risk of losing this subscriber in the coming months because he's not interested in the, using this app, right? So I can name this segment as at risk subscribers. So, before for creating these segments, you require harmonized and unified customer profiles, which is also called as golden records. You also need calculated insights. You need to understand the lifetime values of a particular customer, number of purchases a customer has made. You would also need behavioral data such as clicks, open, site visits. You will need real-time events such as card abandonment, page reviews, or page views, right? So this data is really required before you create this segment. I hope segmentation is clear to you all. And next step is activation of this segment. So what it means is you basically send this segmented data to your downstream. Maybe you can send it to your marketing cloud, sales cloud, Google ads, right, Facebook ads. So I've tried to list down few use cases which you can see, in the table on the right hand side. So why would you send this data to marketing cloud? How would it help to you? So you can, for example, to your high value customer, you can send some special offers to them, right? So you can do the email marketing from marketing cloud. Let's say a customer has already made a purchase with your product, right? So you don't want to show them the ads again. So what you can do is you can send the segments to the Google ads, and you can avoid ad waste, right? Maybe you want to provide the personalized view of your website to few of your repeated buyers, right? So you can send the segments to web personalization tool, and which can boost your engagement. So these are few use cases I have tried to come up where I mean you activated your data, that meaning you send this data to segment and you benefit out of it. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Like the video. If you really liked it, do post a feedback, right? And do subscribe to my channel. I'll be making few more videos on data cloud, how exactly you can implement data cloud. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.